And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Power football with the run. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
are getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the single back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go right back to it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Gators need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. He lost one down the sideline. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Just feeds the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Off the play fake. Buys a little time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
3rd and 1 situation, and they go hard play action, expecting man coverage and a shot deep, but quarterback had to hold on to the ball too long, and the defense, they just got to him.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Woods. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you,
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. How about this free safety just being a football player and going and making the tackle?
Yeah, just playing free, right? Just floating around. He wasn't designed to blitz, but did a good job seeing the quarterback, going to him, getting him on the ground, and getting the sack.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. He's sacked. Trying to get away, but the defense tracked him down.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. They can feel uncomfortable. They can feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Pulls it in. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Wide receiver going in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Sands.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job.
He's got it on the outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't make the connection.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hands, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
Ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for it all. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off me. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He fires to the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go right back to it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Slithers into space. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Didn't even consider running the punter out there, going for it. 4th and long from the 48. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Crosses the tag, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 8 over Washington State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. He wants to change this route. On the ground with the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
He splits the uprights. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throwing right. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Gator. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game, this is a huge play. They'll move the wide receiver. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Florida.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
Big time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He wants a big play here late. And it's caught inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Okay, ready? Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State.